Hi, this is Uma Mahesh from CRM Ones. In this video, I'm going to explain how we can create a Canvas app with Azure SQL database. So in this video, first I will show you how we can set up that SQL database in the Azure, and then how we can start the creating a Canvas app on that database. So let me open that Azure. So once you log into the portal.azure.com, and if you don't have the Azure subscription, then you can set up a trial environment, and that trial environment, how we can set up it, you can log into the azure.com, and then you can give your personal details and your credit card number, then you can get a 1 month free trial for the Azure. So here, once we log into the Azure, like we can see in the top in the Azure services SQL databases, or you can go to the menu. You can see you can go to the all the resources, or you can directly go to the here SQL databases. So currently I don't have any SQL databases, so you can directly click on this add, and you can select it in the Azure. So here subscription, which subscription you are using. So currently I'm using this trial version, and what the resource group you want to use it. So if you want, you can create a new resource group like a SQL, and what the database name you want it. So I'm just entering my database name as this one. And what is a SQL server? So you want to use that if you have any SQL server, so you can select it that SQL server, or if you need a new SQL server, then create a new. So you have to give the SQL server name, and what is the admin login. So I'm just giving this, and password. You need to give it, and this is your SQL server name. If you want to access the SQL server, you can use it. Once you click on OK, so it will create the SQL server first, and then you need to create a database. So here, how much database you want it, like a database size, we can select that configuration of the size. Since I'm doing for the thing, I just select the basic and apply. So once we set up this storage thing, and we can click on a review and create, and this is everything is good, and what is the charges for month, and it will take it. So now we can create. It is started deploying that SQL server. So it will take some time. So maybe within the five to below 5 minutes it will be done. So now it is in the progress. So that MySQL is ready. That let me go to that SQL database. So now we can see. So what is your SQL server name? So you can copy the SQL server name, and you can access the SQL server name from your Visual SQL Studio Management. Let me open that SQL Studio Management. So once you open the SQL Studio Management and give that your SQL Server name, and give your login username and password, and click on connect. So here When the first time when you created a Azure SQL and you want to access from here, you need to set up this IP address. You need to set up these firewalls. You need to enable the access. So now we can click on the sign in. After sign in, you can click on OK. So that firewall will be enabled and that SQL server will be accessed it. Now you can see in the here, so what the databases we have created. So we have created this database, and in this database, let me create some tables, right? So right click here, new table. So I'm creating this table here, first name, last name, and email address. Basically, I'm creating like a contact table. So once you save this table as a contact, so basically like you can create tables from the script as well. So that's like we will discuss in the next sessions. So here like as a business people who doesn't know much knowledge, how they can create these things. So I'm just showing like from the UI. So you can go to that table, just enter some data, can expand this table. So you can go to the external tables. Sorry, in the tables you can see this contact and right click, edit top 200. And just I'm giving test at the rate 123. And one, 123. So like I'm entering some data to show in these power apps. 123.com. So here like we can do this email address. So like what the error way I'm getting like this database column size is a 10. It's exceeding that number of letters. So that's why I'm getting that error. So like this, we can create some sample table here. And so once we have done this one, now we are good with the SQL database, and the SQL database set up for us. Let me open the Power Apps, and you can show. I will show you how we can create the app. So once we log into this our app, so let me go to my environment. Okay. So now what we can do directly, we have like a SQL server. The source we can select the SQL server here. So if you can select the SQL server, from there you can directly create an app. So that will be automatically generate that app. Only thing that you need to select that which SQL you want to go. So here you need to select the new, you need to add the new connection. So you can create an app directly. You can select the source and it will automatically will generate the app for us. So let me click on the SQL Server. And we don't have that SQL connection, so we can create a new connection. Click on it and go to the SQL Server, and you can select like a authentication type is like a SQL Server authentication. You can give your SQL Server name and database name, and you can give what's the username and what the password. And once you click on create, it will connect to the our Azure SQL Server. So I think I might be missed something here. So what the error we are getting? So while creating this database, so this like at the first time when you are working with the SQL and your new SQL database and this thing, right? So this is the IP. It's not allowed. It's not allowed by the SQL Server. To enable the access, we need to go to the Azure SQL database and we can enable it, right? So let me show you how we can enable that in the database level. So you can go to your Azure SQL database and there is a set server firewalls. You can click on that set server firewalls and there is an option you can see allow the Azure services and resource access the server. If we make it as yes and click on save, so now if it is done, then if I go back and I click on this connection, then it will be accessed. It will be allowed to create this connection. So now my connection is there. So which table I want to use it? So this is a my table contact table. I can click on and click on the connect. So it will create a automatically that app for us. So now you can see this the app is got created and let me run it preview. So you can see here this is a name and these things and everything is generated. Now if we can see the edit, right? So here the edit and this insert these things will it won't come out when you come created with the from the default app from the SQL source. So we have to do some changes. That changes we will be discussing in my next videos. Thank you so much for watching this video.